Welcome back, boys and women. This is What If Naruto Again God Key Part 4. And last time we left off with Naruto actually training, training Kiba while he was fighting him. He was telling him where his weak spots are and his how this could put him in a disadvantage in a fight. Like, you're on guard, but you're leaving your left side open for me to just kick. And of course, he kicks it, and Kiba's like, "Who are you to tell me what to do?" And then Naruto's like, "Again, you're leaving this side open, your chin open." And then he like uppercuts him, that kind of BS thing. And so Naruto basically trained Kiba, and he was doing a fairly good job in training him. Kiba actually understood how much he's letting himself open and everything. That kind of thing and that. So, in the end, Naruto wins as always. And next we have all the other fights. And lastly, we have Hinata's fight. So, Hinata versus Neji. You can imagine what happens here. If anyone still remembers, Neji actually annihilates her in the original, but here it's different because she was training with Naruto, and Naruto helped her out a lot. So now Neji is up against Hinata, who is a lot stronger and a lot more skilled. Her defense is on a Madus, so she's a bit stronger than him, but she doesn't know the palm rotation yet, so Neji might have to use it in this fight. The fight starts off normally, a bit of taijutsu here, a bit of taijutsu there, a bit of ball kicking there. No, I'm not gonna do that. So, pretty normal, average fight. And then Neji's like, you're keeping up with me. That's really impressive, Lady Hinata, but can you keep up with this? And Neji increases his speed to a level that Hinata has already achieved. And Neji was like, wait, what? How's she keeping up? I've never seen her being this fast. And then Hinata's like, you're underestimating me too much, elder brother. And then she's like, bro, like, you're dead. And she goes off, my guy. And then Neji decides that, no more. And he annihilates her because when Hinata was gonna do the finishing blow, Neji used the palm rotation, which knocked Hinata off balance, and then Neji found an opening and started attacking her brutally, until Hinata started coughing out blood, and then this just pissed off Naruto, and Naruto blitzed Neji, punched him in the gut, punched him so hard he went flying into a wall, and the wall kind of broke. In fact, he broke the freaking monitor thing. So Naruto's like, never do that again. You already won the fight. Why'd you continue, Neji? And Neji's like, who are you to talk to me? You dead last, because everyone knows that Naruto was dead last in the academy, and Naruto's like, if I really was the dead last, how did I beat Kiba, and how are you in this state? And then Neji's like, because I took damage from Hinata. And Naruto's like, we'll see in the finals. I'll destroy you, Neji. I won't have any mercy upon you. And that was pretty much the end of the preliminaries. So now, and of course, Naruto takes Hinata, Princess holds her and that. He goes off to the hospital, and Naruto did get told about the 1 month training, and he's like, alright. So in this 1 month training, Naruto actually, instead of training anything, he mostly trained his ki control, because we always told him that if he ever gets a chance to increase his ki control, and he's doing that until he gets hungry. Like, he done it for 3 days straight without getting hungry, because why not? Of course, he drank water and that, but of course he went to Ichiraku, who was heading towards there, and we all know what happens here. Oh, I'm just walking. Oh my god, that's a pervert. That's my guy. And then Naruto's starting to walk past him until Jiraiya notices the yellow hair, blue eyes, whiskers. Yeah, whiskers. None of his parents had. I don't know, bro. I'm pretty sure Kuruma did something to Kushina. You know, I'm joking. So Naruto, of course, gets stopped by the legendary son in Jiraiya, and Jiraiya's like, "Hey, you. Do you want me to train you?" And Naruto's like, why? I don't know what you can do. And Jiraiya's like, how about we have a deal? If you can catch me by the end of the day, I'll become your teacher. And Naruto's like, but why? You're just gonna waste my time if you're not strong enough. And then Jiraiya's like, do you not know who I am? And Naruto's like, oh, how am I supposed to know who you are? And then he's like, I'm Jiraiya, the legendary son, the told sage. And Naruto's like, I never heard of you. And this confused Jiraiya because Jiraiya is his godfather, even though he did nothing, to be honest, in Naruto's early years. But everyone pretty much knows about the legendary Sanins. And then Naruto's like, well, you sound like someone strong, so maybe you might be someone strong. Can you do the Shadow Clone Jutsu? If you can do it, maybe, just maybe, I'll ask you. You can become my teacher. And Jiraiya is actually really appalled by Naruto's behavior because Naruto should know who the legendary Sanins are, but of course he doesn't. Well, he shows him the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and Naruto's like, alright, if I catch you, you become my teacher, right? And Jiraiya's like, yeah, if you can catch me. And then he disappears with body flicker. Of course, by the end of the day, Naruto miraculously, no, I'm joking, Naruto actually found him real quick, not even at the end of the day, like a minute later, since Naruto can feel chakra much better now because of his ki control. And basically ki control, instead of sensing ki, he can sense chakra. And since Jiraiya used the body flicker, which you need chakra to use any type of ninjutsu, Naruto could trace back to those little chakra molecules left. Oh, bro, why am I getting into bloody chemistry and that? But nah, Naruto could feel the chakra used by Jiraiya, and he felt where he went. So Naruto started heading there. He walked. He didn't even jump or anything. He knew he'll find him in a minute. And he found him, and Jiraiya's like, how'd you already find me? And Naruto's like, I'm a sensory type ninja. And Jiraiya's like, impressive. Alright, do you want to start your training today or tomorrow? And Naruto's like, well, we can start tomorrow. I was already doing some training. I want to finish it off, and plus I'm hungry. And Jiraiya's like, alright, food's on me today. And Naruto's like, wait, for real? And Jiraiya's like, yeah, of course, you're my new student. And Naruto's like, well, this was worth it. And Jiraiya's like, are you just doing this for the food? And they just walk off, you know, the thing. And the next day arrives. Naruto keeps going with his ki control training, but he ends it there. He wants to go sleep since like he hasn't slept in the past 3 days. He's just been meditating on top of a hill. And yeah, the next day Naruto heads out with not Hinata, with Jiraiya. Hinata's still recuperating, allow it, recuperating. And Naruto is now training with Jiraiya. Of course, he learns and now we will have a bit of a time skip here. He learns the normal things. I'm not gonna make him super OP, or I'm not gonna make him even more OP. I'll just say that he can do the summoning jutsu much faster since like he has better ki control slash chakra control. And yeah, so Naruto is able to use the summoning jutsu really easily now. He's able to do multiple shadow, like a lot more. Like whenever he does the multi shadow clone jutsu, not the shadow clone jutsu, when he does the multi shadow clone jutsu, he can do 100 off the bat. Not like usually like he did like 20, maybe 30, 40. He can just do 100 out of nowhere, and he can increase it as much as chakra as he puts. Also, he knows like a type of move like the Rasengan, just that it's actually God of Destruction power. Yes, remember his God key is Beerus' God key. So yeah. And also he has the I'll say he has the wind gale pump. I'll say that Whis taught him, since Whis knows pretty much everything. He has a few other techniques. His taijutsu, he trained a lot in taijutsu, so his taijutsu improved a lot. Even though he improves even further beyond of what he already was, since he was really good at it already. Since Whis himself taught him how to do his martial arts, and Naruto already knows about Ultra Instinct and everything, how you can achieve it if you train hard enough. But it's too hard for him right now, since Naruto's martial arts are like, there are, let's say there's like 100 levels and Naruto like 0.5. Yeah, so Naruto is trying to increase his ninjutsu, like ninja taijutsu, not only martial arts where you have to just punch, kick, fly around and that. Because Naruto can fly, he just doesn't want to show people yet. And just saying, you know how Hagoromo was looking over this timeline? Yeah, he already knows that Naruto is so OP, and he believes that maybe they don't need his help. But of course, stuff will happen. And anyway, the 1 month training is over. Naruto did take the last few days off to hang out with Hinata. Hinata's like, can we train a bit? And Naruto's like, I like your enthusiasm, but you're recuperating, and it's not good for you to start training straight away, especially after what Neji did to you. It's dangerous. You could hurt your body. And Hinata's like, okay. So they just hang out, and yeah, the finals arrived. The day of the finals. This is a good one. So the first fight is of course Naruto versus Neji. Naruto lets Neji get a few hits in. Neji, is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted to show the others? That I'm a failure? Right? And Neji's like, I always knew you were weak. You just got lucky last month. And Neji was about to knock out Naruto, and then Naruto catches his fist. Oh, he holds his wrist, and he's like, well, you see, Neji, someone once called me a failure, said I will be a failure, but I'll prove them wrong. And then he stood up. Neji's hand, he was holding Neji's wrist, of course. Then he pulled Neji towards him, kneed him in the gut, roundhouse kicked him. Well, he flipped in the air. Then he span around, kicked him with the back heel. Well, kicked him away into a wall. Naruto wasn't done. Neji blitzes out the smoke, tries to hit Naruto. Naruto was way too fast. Punches, uppercuts his chin. Then he punches him in the face. He ain't done, bro. He ain't done. Not only that, Neji gets up again. Naruto blitzes him. Neji wasn't able to use his rotation and that. You know what I mean? Naruto gets a flurry of hits on Neji. Neji collapses. Then Naruto holds out a kunai onto Neji's neck. And he's like, one movement and you die. So Naruto wins in a pretty brutal way, to be honest. Like, he gets brutally fucked, and then he brutally fucks Neji. Jesus. Yeah. So the next few fights go the same, and now we are in the Sasuke versus Gaara fight. Sasuke here knows how strong Naruto is after seeing what he did to Neji. He trained so hard. So hard. I mean, so hard that he was able to use a strong version of the Chidori. So hard, right? Nah, I'm joking. I'll make him a bit stronger. He already has the 3 Tomoe Sharingan. Don't ask me how he got it. Yeah, he has that. He can use lightning release and fire release together to make a red fiery lightning Chidori. And yeah, penetrates Gaara's sand defense, ultimate defense, yeah. His mother's gift. Yeah, that happens. Gaara goes into a rampage, kind of fucks Sasuke. Sorry if I'm swearing a lot now. I'm getting sorry. So Gaara annihilates Sasuke, and Sasuke gets destroyed and gets pissed off that he got destroyed. So he follows Gaara, who was going into the forest trying to transform and everything. You know what I mean? And everyone gets put under Genjutsu except for Naruto. Naruto is completely immune to Genjutsu, not because of the tail beast, just because of his chakra control. Like his mind is too strong right now. Like the amount of power he's containing inside himself, his mind was trained to the max. So no Genjutsu. Maybe the Koto Matsukami, not the Tsukiyomi, definitely not that. Maybe the Infinite Tsukiyomi, maybe, just maybe, that might work. But other than that, nah, nothing. Other than those two, nothing else. Yeah, so Naruto isn't affected at all. That kind of confuses Kakashi. Is that wait, Naruto, you're still awake? I never knew you were immune. You were a good you were good at resisting Genjutsus, and Naruto's like, I'm a tricks. And then Kakashi gives them the A rank mission of retrieving Sasuke, and of course Naruto, Shikamaru, and what's her name? Oh yeah, uselessness. I mean, Sakura. I'll make Sakura a bit strong, yeah. I'm gonna make her strong as fucking Hinata and that. Yeah, so I'll say that Sakura trained over the 1 month, even though she wasn't in the finals. She realized that her two teammates passed while she just drew against someone who isn't even the best. And if she was put up against someone like Neji or maybe Hinata, yeah, Hinata would annihilate her. And so she wants to get strong as Hinata. Same with Ino, she trains as well, but Sakura trains a lot more in like first she remembers of all the greatest kunoichis like Tsunade and that. So she's like Tsunade was one of the strongest ninjas, but at the same time she was the best healer. So she gets a good idea on she wants to become a healer as well, just to help our teammates, because what happened in the Forest of Death kind of traumatized her. Yeah, so she wants to start learning how to heal her teammates just for her beloved Sasuke, the useless piece of emo shit. Yeah. So Naruto, Shikamaru, and Sakura go. Yeah. So like Shikamaru stays back to take care of the other guys, other shinobis, other ninjas, other enemies. Yeah. While Sakura and Naruto keep going until Kankuro stops them, and then Shino appears out of nowhere, and he's like, well, Naruto Uzumaki, I'll take care of this guy, you go. And Naruto thanks Ino, he's like, I'll come back to get you. Then Ino's like, don't worry about me, you guys just go. And then he nearly got attacked by Kankuro. He's like, who the frick do you think you are? I'm your opponent, Naruto Uzumaki, where do you think you're going? And then he tried to attack Naruto and Sakura. Naruto trusted in Ino, and even if Ino couldn't get it, Naruto was pretty much Naruto's skin is pretty strong, so a blade wouldn't really cut him much. It would actually break. Because, come on, he has God of Destruction powers. Like, what's a blade gonna do to him? Fam, what's the blade gonna do to him? Alright, cool. But, of course, Shino stops it and is like, I'm your opponent now. And breaks the blade with his bugs. And she knows that maybe I found a worthy opponent to test out my new puppets. Don't blame me if you die. You should have just stayed in the stadium and let these lot die. And of course, Naruto in the end appears in the battlefield against Sasuke, already in his curse mark, getting crushed by half Shukaku and half Gaara. And then Sakura goes in, she's like, Sasuke, no! And then Naruto's like, no, Sakura, don't! You're going to die, fam! And she gets kind of destroyed, to be honest, pummeled. And Naruto has to make the decision, do I save her or do I save him? And he's like, I might as well just save both. And what he does is he actually blitzes Gaara, kicks him so hard. It wasn't too hard because he was not strong enough to destroy his sand defense, but he was able to crack it, and like the air pressure was able to push Gaara back, so he let go of his two teammates. So he let go of Sakura and Sasuke, and Naruto caught them with two shadow clones, and he told the shadow clones to go as far away as they can, and of course they do. And then the fight against Gaara. Well, Gaara is pissed enough to fully go into Shikaku form, and he's fully transformed now. And yeah, Naruto's about to get destroyed. Naruto tries to dodge a bit and realizes that Shikaku is really slow, but he'll never be able to get any good hits. And so he summons the legendary Gamabunta. Gamabunta and Naruto and Gaara and Shikaku have the little scrap, and then in the end, Gamabunta tells him, "I can't get a hold of him. My And Naruto's like, so you just need something like clothes, right? And something to grab with, right?" And Gamabunta's like, "Yeah, that's it." And Naruto's like, "Well, I can get you that. Do you know how to use the transformation jutsu?" And Gamabunta's like, "Yeah, but I don't know any kind of creature with claws." And Naruto's like, "Well, that's weird. Anyway, I'll help you. I know a creature with claws." And he already knows about the Nine Tails, and he did meet it already, because like when he got pissed off with Mizuki and that. So, and thing, what's his name, Haku and that. So he kind of transforms Gamabunta into the Nine Tails, and they pummel him. Uh, yeah. So now Naruto is has won. He headbutts headbutts his way through Gaara's skull. Yeah, and they make up. They become friends and that. But meanwhile, uh, Orochimaru, yeah, Orochimaru, he's fighting the third Hokage. The third Hokage is actually keeping up real well, since Orochimaru did have to go through a lot against Naruto in the Forest of Death. So he wasn't fully healed yet, but he was. I'll say that the third Hokage was injured, but he wasn't gonna die if he had some help, just a teeny bit of like one Ambu, cause but he had to seal Orochimaru's hands, and the two Hokage, so he dies because of that. If he was able to seal them in a different way, he wouldn't have died. But I'll say that this time he was able to actually seal not only Orochimaru's hands but also his legs. So Orochimaru was on the floor; he couldn't really stand up, and yeah, he got taken away by the four sound ninjas. Yeah, you see, Naruto's contribution helped the Hokage, and the Hokage before dying, his last words were, "Thank you, Naruto," because he knows about the fight against Gaara, and he saw the those three going, and the strongest out of the three going to save Sasuke it was Naruto, because he can feel the chakra within Naruto, and he knows that he was trained by Jiraiya. Jiraiya did tell him that he's been training Naruto for the past. The Leaf Shinobi to get rid of the attackers. Uh, Jiraiya summoning his Toad and stopping the Master Snake and that. So yeah, that happened, and now Jiraiya. Now Naruto and Gaara were hospitalized. Same with Sasuke, but Sasuke got out a lot earlier than Naruto. Naruto stayed there for like 2 days, and then like after a day, Naruto got released, and Gaara left, and then the Leaf Shinobi had the third Hokage's funeral, of course. Then Naruto was told about that. The next day, Jiraiya was offered the fifth Hokage spot, and Jiraiya declined, saying that he's not qualified enough. He has a spy network. He won't have the time to be a good Hokage, but he has someone in mind. And the Leaf Councils are like, we want you to become Hokage, and Jiraiya's like, all right, let's make a bet. If I can get you Tsunade, she will become Hokage. But if I can't, I'll become the fifth Hokage. And they accept, because they know that Jiraiya wouldn't lie to them, because Jiraiya respects the Leaf village, and he will do anything. So if he isn't able to get Tsunade back, he'll just become the Hokage himself, even though he doesn't want to. But if he comes down to it, he will. But we all know she will come back. And so Jiraiya tells Naruto about this, and Naruto's like, "You idiot! Why would you say decline? You could have become the fifth Hokage." And then Jiraiya is like, "You already know about my spy network, and also I believe someone's more qualified than me. She's pretty strong too. She was one of the legendary Sanins." And Naruto does already know about this. Like, he did learn it, like, about the legendary Sanins, but he just forgot their names. Even though we taught him, he just forgot because it's been like how many days? Like maybe 2 weeks before he met Jiraiya. Yeah, so like he kind of forgot. So but he does know about the three legendary Sonic. He never heard of them though. He did, but now he remembers them. Oh, now I remember all the three legendary Sonic. It was Jiraiya, the Toad Sage, Tsunade, the healer, and Orochimaru, the snake, or something. And then that clicks. Something clicks in his head. He's like, Orochimaru, that snake that killed the third Hokage. And then Jiraiya's like, yeah. So we need the Tsunade to become the fifth Hokage. I mean, her grandfather was the first, and Naruto's like, I did know about that, but I didn't know if it was true. So it is, and Jiraiya confirms, yeah, of course, because like, yeah, he like, bro, I don't even know. I'm kind of tired right now. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to go out and upload because I'm just stand in front of my cousin's house, just to upload the video in like 2 minutes, and then go back home, take my rest, have a shower, then probably stream, then eat, then sleep, then wake up, go out for a run, come back, shower, then have breakfast, join class, do class. Why am I telling you guys this? Anyway, so yeah, that happened, and I'll leave it off here. I'll do the Tsunade retrieval arc next part. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also join my Discord server. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to Retreat and also Miniman123. All links in the description. And peace.